Big Bink's Break Room Podcast is going on. Another day. Happy Tuesday. Hope you had a good day at work or at the job, or working the job is the same thing, or whatever you had to do. Hey, let me ask you this, because we ain't really talked about this on the show. First of all, let me reintroduce or re-welcome super producer, executive producer, filmmaker, a friend of Big Bink's Break Room Podcast, the big homie Mario Bobino. What's up, baby?
Pleasure to be on the platform once again. It's all good, man. How y'all doing?
We doing good, man. Real quick, man, your movie, My Culture, I know I spread the word to a couple of people. Still on Amazon Prime. I seen it the other day. Any updates on the movie you can share with us? As far as people tuning in, checking it out?
Yeah, well, if you guys got Vimeo on demand, I would prefer you watch it over there opposed to Amazon Prime, because the distributor, not really feeling them. But I feel good because we just won Best Picture for a film festival in Amsterdam. So whenever you're recognized,
for real?
So So
man, hold up, that's good stuff, man. Don't just say it like I went to the store today. No, man, you better let that statement breathe, man. Are you kidding me?
No, what I mean is it's such an honor to be recognized outside of the States, because this is in Amsterdam. So, I mean, they contacted me and they wanted me to submit my film to the festival, which I did. And we ended up winning Best Picture. And then we also ended up winning Best Cast between the leads. So Best Duo in a movie as well. So, I'm blessed. But, my biggest problem is, which I would like to share with people, is just going about the distribution. You know what I mean? I think it's very important that people don't get stepped on. Not that I got stepped on, but I was kind of bamboozled just a little bit. But, because I could have put it on Amazon Prime myself and seen what the numbers are doing, but I don't know exactly what the numbers are doing at this particular time. So that's one of the things, if I could share something, is that, because if a person has independent film and you come across a distributor, go with the distributor, but before you sign that contract, you put it on Amazon Prime before they will, because the first thing they'll do is they'll tell you, oh, we got contact with Netflix and Hulu, and you'll be like, oh, okay. Then they'll get in contact with you 3 days later talking about, oh, your film is running on Amazon Prime, and you're like, well, shit, I could have did that. And the reason why I say that is because you wanna see what the numbers are doing, but I have nothing on that at all, because the distributor owns all of that. You know what I mean? So I got to wait for them to see what the numbers are. And then once they send me the numbers, I'm like, no, I really want to see what the numbers really did. You know what I mean? So that's the biggest thing I would share, is that, I still can get it on other platforms, but it just kind of tricked me on, damn, I could have did that myself. You know what I mean? So any artist wants to see.
I know with that. No, I was just gonna say, but it's like this dude right here, right? The movie's doing well already. My Culture. He got the next project in the works already. That's what I'm talking about. I'm seeing stuff for the next project already.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, it's two
people already. Yeah. Come on. Tell us about the new stuff. Listen.
The number one is we're finishing up this documentary on the real Coach Carter, which is he used to be a former dancer for MC Hammer, but now he's the recruiting coordinator, running backs coach at San Jose State. So we're finishing that up tomorrow. Going to interview his wife and him once more. So that should be out in about 2 months. And then the big project is Vilified, which is the next feature that I will be doing, hopefully this summer, based on the pandemic. And what I feel good about this particular film is I'll have my first real budget. So therefore, I'll be able to do everything the right way. Opposed to that guerrilla stuff. You know what I mean? So, and I'm not bragging or nothing, but I think by me finally getting the budget, I think I could put up Academy Award type status.
There it is.
Yeah. I'm gonna get the poster in the movie room. See, I'm gonna get the poster.
Oh, it's all good, my brother. It's all good. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? So, but thanks to My Culture, because My Culture put me on the platform to be in a position where somebody wants to invest. and do a better job in reference to just the whole production value, top-notch actors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just moving forward. But like I said, you got to start from somewhere. Only problem I made was that distribution deal that I did with these people, because I could have put it on Amazon myself. That's the only disappointment that I have. I just want to know what the numbers are doing. It's been on for 4 months now.
Yeah.
And then when I get in contact, when they give you that BS, you read the contract, we'll get you. I'm like, really? You know what I mean? And Paul know.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Everybody got a little bit of thug in them. You know what I'm saying?
But
I want to go to LA. I want to go to LA and do like Ice Cube did and break down their door. Like, man, stop playing with me. You know what I mean?
That's what it is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you watch any like independent film channel and you see like some of these independent movies that they put on that you would never think or have access to, and even in some of your greatest directors of all time have started out doing the independent route and making really good independent movies, and then they've jumped on from there, getting those big budgets. And I'm telling people, if you haven't seen My Culture, you gotta check it out, because I guarantee the film is shot well. The idea, the concept of the movie, you definitely will be talking about, because it's definitely something to be talking about, especially in today's culture. So to watch the movie, I mean, and just put all the Denzels aside. Put all the Samuel L. Jacksons aside. Just watch the movie, understand the movie for what it's saying, how it's shot, how it looks. I guarantee you, my man, you'll see why it's getting an award, and then too, you'll see why he's going on to his next project. So again, most of these larger directors, you can't name one director. Even the good ones started out like independent route and making really just good movies, man. And that's what you just did with My Culture. You just made a really good movie. And honestly, people got to check it out and just see what we're talking about for real.
So, and I will add to this, not to cut you off, Big Bank, is, I mean, I did the movie My Culture about interracial dating, but if you look back in my history, I got all types of movies. That's just not the only subject I touched upon.
Exactly.
I just felt that it was time and it was a niche. So
it was.
Yeah.
Based on the couple of shows that we did with you, Mario, we done got a couple of emails with questions. So Action, we just might as well just go and get into this since we got Rio front and center. This email was emailed. It was actually emailed to Big Bink's Break Room to Shawnee's attention, but they wanted to make sure to get it to you. So, and it says, okay, so here we go. Dear Mario, I'm an 18-year-old black girl who was adopted by a Latino family.
Okay.
Wow. My boyfriend is Asian. My adopted parents are so against me dating him. I love my parents, everything they have done for me. I'm in love with my boyfriend. They said they would disown me if I continue to be with him. I don't know what I should do. Should I follow my heart or just eat Chinese food for the rest of my... No, I'm kidding. I threw that in there. I just threw that in there. Okay, look. Should I follow my heart?
I was like, what?
Should I follow my heart or the directions of my parents? I don't want to be thrown away again. Wow. Sound like she got some trauma going on. But can we help her? Can you help her with some advice?
I mean, the advice that I would give her is, that's a pretty tricky age, because 18, you're still at home with your parents underneath their roof. But obviously, you want to go with your heart, because you're not making out with your parents. You know what I mean? You're not living your parents' dream. The advice that I would give to her is, hopefully she has some type of employment going on where, just like my mother told me and my father told me, if you don't abide by my rules, you can move out. So what did I do? Once I left for college, I never came back because I wanted to do my thing. So my advice to her is definitely go with your heart, respect your parents, and try to move out on your own. You can do what you feel is most comfortable, which is your love life. But as long as you staying with your parents, they're going to talk crazy to you, disown you and whatnot have you. But then once you move out, they're going to miss you, and then they're going to accept you more. And then when you come back to the house with your Asian boyfriend, they're going to be more open to want to, get to know more about him. And then when he comes over, I'm pretty sure he's going to win your parents' hearts over, because he's I guess he's good people in your eyes. As long as he's not a dude that's going to put his hands on you or disrespect you or make you forget about your culture, he's all good. So if I was her, I would definitely go with my heart. But then, like at 18 years old, I don't know if she's still in high school, because you got to abide by your parents' rule. But if you think this is the man of your dreams, you got to somehow keep this man in your life. And hopefully he understands the situation that you're with. That your parents are putting on you. So you should definitely want to discuss that with him to let him know, man, I'm really in love with you, but my parents is really on me. So help me help them work this out.
Yeah, we got to think with the whole culture thing, because that's what's really is crazy with the different cultures right now. Because one of those people that stormed the Capitol, they've been plastering his black wife on the news.
Oh yeah, one of them. Yeah.
So like he's about all his white supremacies, but he has a black wife. What kind of relationship is that? It's like what do they talk about at dinner?
No, but you have to realize too, just like how we grew up, Paul, there's people that are our color that wish they were white and vice versa. White people that wish they were black. You know what I'm saying? So I would look at it from that perspective, which is true. We grew up around people that was our color, but they acted white, and that was just them. We knew not to tell them anything because we knew that they would go back and spread that information. So that's how I see that. You have a lot of people that are a particular race that don't really like their race. They wish they were some other race. So, just like going back to the Bible, when Jesus was betrayed, he knew it. So that's just the way life is.
I wonder, and this might be I might be throwing a rock, a piece of lava into a hot burning volcano, but I wonder if the fact that she was adopted has anything to do with her with her being
upbringing.
You said what?
With her upbringing?
Well, not so much upbringing, but just the fact that how can I say this? It sounds to me like she want to be on her own in some type of capacity.
Yes.
And maybe she's trying to find herself because she was adopted. Again, I'm just throwing something out there. I don't even know if I got friends that was adopted though, and they treat their adopted parents. They call them mom and dad, and
right.
growing up, that was Mr. So-and-so and Miss So-and-so, so-and-so's mama. Matter of fact, we didn't even know they was adopted. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We was little, we just, hey, that's their mom and their daddy. But I wonder if that has something to do with her, because she don't know what she want to do, and she 18. And usually, if you putting it out there, there has been some thought process of you leaning that way where you want to make a decision by saying she gonna go and be with the Asian guy, But it doesn't say in the letter that she has plans. I just got an apartment, or I'm looking at some apartments, or we did this together. She could have gave us a little bit more information, but that dynamic, like Action said, a Chinese dude, an Asian dude, black dude, and the Latino parents. Jesus Christ, you can't get that. You can't get that nowhere.
The only problem is she's 18. Yeah. But 18 is a weird age because you're not 21 yet to really. Because 21, you can go into a bar, you can travel without, 18, you're still on that cusp of a teenager. So you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. I think the best thing I would do is continue to keep in contact with my boyfriend and let him know the situation that you're up against.
Yeah.
So therefore, because she could be on the phone with him or whatever, and the parents would just come and hang up her phone, because parents, they have the right to do stuff like that.
Yeah, especially if she under their roof. Yeah.
That's just the way thing goes. And we all know, because we was all in that situation. And one of the greatest things for me was being able to move out of my parents' house and become me. It's just a beautiful feeling. And sometimes we are intimidated and afraid to leave that nest.
Yeah.
But my thing is I take it from the movie Coach Carter. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. We are more powerful beyond measure. Yeah. And it's not our darkness that we are afraid of. It is the lightness that frightens us. And that's pretty much the situation she is in. She's afraid to take that step out there because of the fact she doesn't want to lose her parents because she's afraid of I may not be able to come back. But I say you always got to go, moving forward, you got to go with your heart. That's just the way life is. If you love somebody, because like I said, you're not dating your parents, you know what I mean? And that's one of my things that I like about my culture is it's about being with somebody who you can see yourself with for the rest of your life. Not only that, but somebody who respects you as a person and you respect them, because that's what relationships are all about. Right. Yeah. So we'll see. Shawnee just checked in. Shawnee, did you get a chance to? Well, you sent me the letter, so I'm sure you got a chance to read the letter that came to Mario. Mm-hmm. So what are your thoughts about the Asian guy with the black girlfriend and the adopted Latino parents? I'm sorry, the Latino parents with the adopted black girl who's in love with the Asian guy. Hold on before you answer. That's some good nachos. That's some egg foo young and some ribs. Now, what are we doing?
That's an amazing dynamic. When I read it, I was like, wow, it's a whole lot going on here. But I feel sorry for her because, she already adopted. And the part that got me was the end where she says, I don't want to feel thrown away or something. Again, her parents saying they're going to disown her. So, I mean, my question to the parents is, well, does she have to date a Mexican guy or can she date a black guy? I mean...
Yeah, because her parents are black and her parents... Yeah, I agree. And that's just something that I would like to ask her parents, because it's like, what's the... It's just kind of difficult because, like I said, her parents are black and she's Latino. So what ethnicity do you want her to date?
Well, she's black and the adopted parents are Latino.
Right.
So y'all adopted a black child, but her boyfriend
is Asian. So I don't see the problem. I really don't see the problem because that's another ethnicity that, you get a chance to understand and learn about their culture.
I see a Wild 'N Out family reunion. That's what I see. I see family reunion time beyond. Boy.
Some good food there, though. That is true. It'll be food from all over. But yeah, that was my only thing with it. I mean, she 18. She could, and really, when you're adopted, once you turn 18, you do what you want to do. You grown according to the state at 18.
Yeah.
18, you can go to the army if you want to. You don't need your parents' consent. So
well, I mean, but you still live with them. So what are you gonna do? I mean, you know what I mean?
Boyfriend got a house. Maybe he got some.
Well, I mean, you got to dig more deeper into relationships because if he has a somewhere to live, I would move in with him.
Yeah, but I mean, it was interesting to hear your take on it. That she needs to get her own place, and that'll help with the as far as I guess the parents' respect. Because I never looked at it like that. As a mom, I don't know. Somebody asked me that before. Would I be okay with my kids dating outside the? I don't. As long as they happy and the person ain't hitting them or nothing, or being disrespectful, I don't care. I don't think I would get to the point to where I say I'm gonna disown you if you don't leave this boy alone.
I know, but she wouldn't say that. She wouldn't say that.
I got to. No, I can't disown you, but I might have to distance myself and let you go and get out there and learn some stuff on your own. And then when you come back. Yeah, I'm here to greet you with open arms, but I definitely wouldn't disown him.
Well, I'm with you. I'm gonna let them go out and bump their heads. However, I'm gonna push that picture of the black family. Growing up, that's all I seen, the black family. That's what I'm pushing.
But it'll be okay for them to date other people. So, like, if BJ started dating white girls, that's okay.
I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not saying it's not okay. I'm saying I'm gonna equip him with everything he needs to make the best decision that he can make, with an emphasis on the black family.
Okay.
And that's as correct as I can get on that statement.
No pressure.
You don't want to be that parent to say, you need to, like, coming to America, you marrying her.
Nah.
Why you don't like the black girl? You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, let me ask y'all this. Okay, do y'all, everybody, well, actually, yeah, all y'all have sons, right?
I don't. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I do. What am I talking about?
Right, what you mean? Everybody got sons. What would you say if your son dated, first he dated Kim Kardashian? I'm just using this as an example, not necessarily, just Kim Kardashian. They broke up. He dated somebody else in the middle, and then he turned around and started dating Kim Kardashian mama. What would you say about that? Is that okay?
No, that's a little different because now you're talking about dating somebody young. I mean, a parent is something. I mean, when you're old like that, your ways kind of set. And I wouldn't want my son to be in a predicament/position where he's dating with somebody like extremely old, because what do you guys really have in common besides maybe sex? So
you wouldn't dap him up on that. You wouldn't be like, all right, way to go, man. You grab Kim and her mama. Action shaking his head. Yeah.
I mean, because it's Kim Kardashian, but personally, I mean, if he was just having sex with her, that's one thing. But for you to want to start dating this person now, I don't think that's too cool.
The mama?
Yeah. So your son,
the mother.
BJ date the daughter, and then he turn around and date the mama too.
Yeah, it's a part of me that's gonna dap him up for that. That, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna dap him up.
Okay, so let's flip it around.
Like your daddy.
Let's flip it around. Does everybody have daughters? I know Action and Bink. Does Mario? Do you have daughters?
No.
Okay, no. So let's say your daughter was dating. I can't remember Denzel Washington. David, is that his name? David? That's Denzel's son. Let's say she started messing with David. They break up. She holler at somebody else, and then she turned around and started dating Denzel Washington. You dapping your daughter up?
No. That's gonna be hard.
What's the difference? I don't get it. What's the difference?
No, it's not the pride thing. The difference is it's like that's not a dappable thing.
It's like, that's man, that could be your daughter.
I mean, because it's again, it's one of those men are from Mars, women are from Venus. You're dealing with Martians, and in Mars, it's cool for us to dap up our sons because that's like an extension of us. That's like okay. That's like Simba in the Lion King. That's like no, it's like you're a proud father. But if your daughter does something like that, it's not no less, the accolade is no less great because you like, okay, wow, my daughter must got that killer because she got the son and the father. But at the same time, that's not something a father would be like, oh yeah, go ahead and get that girl. No, we wouldn't come at it that way. We'd be like, okay, she's set. I ain't gotta worry about her.
Shawnee ain't trying to hear none of that.
Yeah, because so it's okay, and I'm going somewhere with this, and y'all understand. It's okay for the boys to explore their sexuality, but it's not okay for the girls to do that.
No. I mean, no, I don't feel that way. I don't. I mean,
that's so wrong. I'm wrong.
Yeah. I don't feel that way. I mean, I want my girls to be responsible, but I mean, if I can't live a double standard like that, I mean, guys are exploratory. That's what we do. We hunt. We like to hunt. And that's our forte. We hunters by nature.
So your young daughter, would you want her to date around when she's young, or just always be whenever she meets a guy, then she's fully committed to him? Or is it okay for her to date around and figure out what she really likes, who she really wants to be with?
Gotta date around.
Yeah, okay. I agree with that too.
Yeah.
So then you kind of fill out. I mean, because it's just like, I retired as a youth probation officer. So I know a lot of guys that are incarcerated, the young, they had girlfriends. I know if I had a daughter, I'd be like, you could date anybody on this earth. just don't date nobody who is in juvenile hall because their mentalities are a little different. I'm just keeping it 100. I mean, because, they come by the house, and I'm not being negative, but, people will start looking around, and, we all as young men would sneak over to our girlfriend's house and whatnot, but we were respectful. But when you go that route, when you're dating somebody who's a part of that lifestyle,
they start over to the house, but we was respectful.
No, what I mean by that is no. What I mean is we going to be with our queen. You know what I mean? I'm not going there to also look at. Oh, maybe I can steal some. Where's your parents keep their money? Because that's what a lot of them youngsters that are incarcerated. That's what they think about all the time. I talk to them all the time. So from that perspective, we would go there to be respectful. Just like back in our day, we can go to a house party. I remember Paul. And remember you guys get that house party in West Oakland, Paul, in the summer before I took a break here. And it was just a bunch of people, but everybody who was at that party wasn't thinking about what they can get over on or steal. So when I talk about the young guys who are about that lifestyle, their mentality is a little bit different. They're thinking about always hitting the lick. So I would want my daughter, if I had one, to experience what it's like to date somebody who's an athlete, somebody who's going to college, somebody who's about that bad life, just so they can see I definitely don't want to be on that lifestyle. And and you're still monitoring them because it's like, hey, where are you going? Where are you going to be? And, and then when she comes back home, you check her out. And then, you have, the wifey or the mother, hey, go make sure she's all right. Make sure she didn't get raped. You know what I mean? Because some dudes are pretty forceful as well. So you want to make sure that she understands. She also knows how to protect herself.
Yeah.
Right. I would definitely say explore.
Okay, well, Lori Harvey is on a lot of people's wish list, but that wish list just got canceled because it's a known fact now that she's dating Michael B. Jordan. And it's a hot topic because of all of the people that Lori Harvey has dated. Lori Harvey is Steve Harvey's adopted daughter with Marjorie Harvey,
Oh, that ain't his real daughter? Well, okay, I'm sorry. I thought that was okay, I'm about to hit another note. I know that's his daughter. I didn't know that wasn't his real daughter, but somebody say, well, how can you say that? That is his real daughter. He married to her, and that's her daughter. When you get married, you have a blended family. You treat that daughter like you would your other daughter. So I'm sorry.
I mean, that's
I didn't know they was related.
That's true.
Yeah.
But they made sure. Okay, her name is Lori Harvey now. So he adopted her.
Yeah.
And that's a whole nother show. We ain't gonna even get into that. But she's the hot topic on Twitter and everywhere because of this new relationship. Because she and I was asking about the fathers because she dated Justin Combs.
What? Yeah, she
started dating with Trey Songz, and then when her and Trey Songz stopped, she started dating Diddy.
Yeah,
started dating Diddy. Then she dated Future.
Oh, I remember that. I didn't know she went with the son. Now, what the hell wrong with her? Go ahead.
Really? I mean, but is that see? And so, is it okay?
She dated a race car driver. Yeah,
she's dated a lot of people.
She dated Future too.
Yeah.
Now, my all of them. That's the question. Is she smashed?
My whole thing is, kudos to her because if she could pull Michael B. Jordan, you know what I mean? She got game. I respect somebody like that because if she's continuing to date all these celebrities, there must be something appealing about her to get these top-notch guys. So I say,
how old is she, Shani? I don't know her age.
23. She's 23.
She's a grown woman.
How old is Diddy's son?
Game over.
I'm thinking he's like 16. Maybe he's older.
No. He's grown. Justin is grown.
All right, well, good for him, man. I thought he was young.
Diddy, I was like,
what are y'all doing?
Go sit down, Diddy. My issue with that was him, not her. It's like, really? You really?
Yeah. I know when she come over. I gotta see what she look like when she come over.
She's beautiful.
She's beautiful. Yeah, she looks like
she's beautiful. Yeah, she's beautiful. She is gorgeous. But Diddy, it's like, come on, man. You don't need to dip your foot in that pond at all. You got so much deep money water. You don't need to go shallow.
Well, the reason why they supposedly why her and Diddy stopped talking because that's around the time that oh my God, I can't call her name.
Cassie?
the mother of his children.
Oh, Kim.
Kim passed, so there was a lot of stuff going on with that. So
it was that recent.
They parted ways, and the question has been all over social media. Dudes are like, oh, okay, basically calling her a hoe, saying that she's a gold digger. And it's like, well, maybe this is just her hoe phase, because I was told that all women have to go through a hoe phase. I missed the hoe phase, apparently. So,
and I missed it with a lot of women, apparently, because I missed a lot of hoe phases, ladies.
I didn't miss it at all. I got receipts.
I missed out on that phase.
Sorry.
But I think it goes well with the new Jasmine Sullivan album, which is Hotels. And in Hotels, HEAUXTALES, Hotels. The album is about all of these different experiences that we as women have, but it's the experiences that y'all don't really hear us talk about, but we talk about amongst ourselves about, having a man, and that particular man is just for sex. That's it. And when you have one like that, you give him money, you paying his bills, you letting him use your car and everything, because you don't want the D to stop. And some women want to admit that they've done that. Some women,
what up, Tommy?
What did Tommy say?
I don't know. He said he didn't until I hope they smashing. Wait a minute, let me go back. Tommy said, I hope they smashing each other, but this is a different time, so no shame and game. I mean, yeah, she moved on. She went to another one, and she's fully. Well, we don't know if she's sleeping with him, but if she is, she definitely exploring. She got a nice little platter there, I would say.
Hey, but you know what? Now that I think about it, here's something else that we can look at when we talk about Lori Harvey. Her circle is probably all celebrities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just like our circles was the people we grew up with.
Yes.
Regular people. So maybe all these people that she been with is like just people like, that she come across through her circle. So
she knows.
They just happen to be famous. So I didn't think about that. That literally just hit me as you was reading that. So
I mean, well, yeah, she's in that circle because the Beehive jumped on her for that little. I think she looked at Jay-Z too long at a party, and the Beehive went off. Like, girl, you better get back. She did that little.
Oh.
Did she?
While he was talking to her,
I'm sorry, I gotta look. I gotta look and see what she looked like. You talking about her? Let me see what she looked like.
Yeah, but see, now the thing about it is like
she
for
look
me,
like Steve Harvey. Oh, but she adopted. I'm sorry.
She's adopted. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's Marjorie's daughter. She looks like Marjorie.
Yeah, she got some.
Yeah, the thing about it now though, she's 23. So if she's 23, I tend to try to stay out of grown folks' business, and it's like she's grown. It's like,
she's 23. Yeah.
It's like whatever she wants to do, she can do as long as she's happy. I mean, because people gonna portray you how they gonna portray you, and then the people that know you really know you.
Yeah,
and it's just like that's what you gotta understand when you're dealing with just people and cultures. Period. I mean, because people talk about you dealing with different colored people, and you'll be like, okay, your relationship with them may be salty because of some reason, but I ain't got no beef with this particular pilgrim. Or, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it is what it is.
And she never responds. I think she's only responded to negative comments one time when everybody was saying that she was pregnant. It was a rumor out that she was pregnant by Diddy, and she was like, I'm not pregnant. That's it.
So that means that he was getting it. Because she would have put out a statement if they weren't smashing.
Not necessarily so. She just, if you accuse me of being pregnant, that don't mean that I'm sleeping with the person. Just because you accuse me of being pregnant, you say I'm pregnant. She just said, look, I ain't pregnant.
Okay, that means if she would have said me and Diddy aren't in a relationship like that, then I would assume, okay, they aren't. But when she just says, I'm not pregnant, that alludes to we're having sex. I just ain't pregnant yet. That's just what I'm hearing.
I think that's what she meant.
That's what me as a guy, dad, listening to them key stuff. I got daughters. But I mean, that's just my thought. When she's saying, I'm not pregnant, that's just saying, okay, we having sex. I ain't gotten pregnant.
Yeah. I don't know.
She's a grown woman. She could have said whatever she wanted to say. But again, she made that's a deliberate statement. That's telling you, okay. But
I think with Michael B. Jordan, I this thing in a magazine or something. Wasn't he like the hottest like black male actor?
Yeah, I love him. Yeah, I love him.
Yeah. So a lot of women's going to be jealous because it's like, how did she get him? You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of women that I know would, man, they drool over that guy. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I wish I could get in one of my movies. I know it'd be a hit, just because of him. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah, but the interesting thing about Michael B. Jordan in an interview before, he said that he would not commit. I'm trying to think what movie it was. This was a couple years back. He said he has sisters. So at the time, he wouldn't be in a fully committed relationship with anyone because he knew how he was. And he didn't want to have to hear it from his sisters. So I was shocked when I saw that, the two of them have hooked up, but Michael B. Jordan has kind of been out there doing his thing, running around. She's done her thing, running around. We're talking about Lori Harvey, Erica. So maybe the two of them are really good for each other because they have experienced other people. And he was honest about it. Like, hey, I can't hook up with nobody right now because it's too much dog in me and the stuff I want to do. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see. How old is Michael B. Jordan?
I don't know.
Let me look.
I'm gonna say. I think like in his late 20s.
Yeah, he's got to be late 20s. He's got to be late 20s. He got to go back because he's been doing it for a while.
Well, no, I think he's around the same age as Ryan Coogler, and Ryan
he's
Coogler's
33.
The same. Yeah, because that's the same age as my nephew. They're all the same age. Yeah, 33.
That's a good distance because they say intellectually women are 10 years ahead of guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not bad.
Is that what they say?
Yeah. You know that. That's definitely the same.
Where
10 years ahead of us?
Yes.
Very much so. Very much so. Yeah.
And I agree. I agree. I totally agree.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I've always dated up or married up. And like that was, and my mom hated that. Anybody I talked, they were usually about 10 years older than me. Because somebody the same age, it was always a problem. Like, okay, I ain't got time for your shenanigans.
I'm just trying to figure out why guys are so slow. Like, why do we get the short end of the stick?
No, think that, Carl. I mean, I don't mean to throw nobody on the bus, but I remember Paul, when we was in the 7th grade, I remember like we had the Karen Lewis's and Dolores's. They didn't like us. They liked the 9th graders. So it's all. And then when we was in high school, they was dating guys who wasn't even going to high school. So I've always seen that pattern.
See, they always like the big lions and they hate the cubs. They hate the cubs.
Yeah, I mean that's just the way. But remember when we was in the 9th, the 7th graders was liking us. When we was in the 12th, the 10th grader girls was liking us. So that's just the way it was.
Because it's almost like the like if we the same age. Okay, I'm just speaking for me before everybody jump on here. I can't learn nothing from somebody my same age.
Wow.
Now somebody older than me,
That's deep.
and I'm not talking about sexually because it wasn't all about that, but just how to do certain things. So the older men that I would talk to, that's how I know how to do business like a man, because I was usually dating older men, so I was watching what he was doing and listening to him explain to me, how he was doing it, why he put the deal together like that. But then, like you said, dating athletes and stuff. So when I would date an athlete that was like close to my age, we might have been 2 or 3 years apart. Maybe he was 2 or 3 years older than me. It wouldn't work. They get frustrated because they feel like, oh, you know everything. And it ain't that I know everything. It's just you haven't experienced enough to be able to catch up with with where I am. And that's not for every woman, because some women, you know, are not there, or either they go younger. I can't do younger. That's frustrating.
Hey, so not that you guys speak for all women, but just a question on that thought, just your opinion. I'm not asking her to speak for all women out there, so don't jump on my sister. But is it? Do you think more of a strength thing, a secure thing? Because again, when you think in that concept of the lion, I mean, this is a jungle. The world is a jungle. And an older man gives you that sense of secure. He's older, secure. He's stronger than the young lions out here. I mean,
well, for me,
for you,
you tend to think they're more settled. They're finished playing some of the games that the younger ones play, and then you find out that no, they can be 10, 15, even 20 years older than you and still be immature.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so then at some point, I know I learned that, okay, I have to take each individual as an individual and not look at it at, okay, well, he's 10 years older than me, so he should know X, Y, and Z. You can't assume that. And then I'm a girl who's me and my dad wasn't around when I was growing up. I love my dad. So disclaimer, I love my dad. Me and my dad are in a good place right now, but it was a struggle growing up. So I think personally for me, I was always, because like this started when I was in junior high. When I was in junior high, I was talking to a boy that was a junior, and my mom, baby, she hit the fan. She's like, what is going on? He is too old for you, this, that, and the other. So I think it was that, you know, you almost looking for a dad in the person. You're looking for a father, all of that you missed. The same thing that we say about men, like, oh, he looking for a mama. Women do the same thing. And you got to recognize that that's what's happening, so you can fix it and be, you know, healthier when it comes to, you know, have healthier relationships, and stop looking for a dad. Same way we said, you know, I was like, look, I ain't got time to be nobody mama. And that's why I can identify it so quickly, because I was looking for a dad. I didn't realize that's what I was doing.
So look,
but that's what was happening.
So according to this conversation, what I'm gathering is to you, Shani, age ain't nothing but a number, and I'm not trying to be funny.
I know what you're saying. Age,
yeah, I'm not trying to be funny. So it really doesn't matter how older someone is, that still could work with you. And do most women think like that?
I don't think most women, because like now and in being in my 40s, like there's a switch. So before I was always like, okay, he can't be over this. Now I'm getting older. So that 10-year number getting older. And I'm like, nah, I don't want no 60-year-old man. I don't want to do that, you know.
Right.
So the range now is like between 37 and 50. That we can stay right there. But there's other things that go on with women as we get older. Our sex drive changes, you know, it increases. So, and as y'all get older, some things stop working. So I understand how some of my friends mess with the younger dudes. Like, I get it. I get it completely, because you got a 45-year-old dude that you with, and I know y'all ain't never heard me talk like this, but we're gonna have this conversation.
That's what it is.
But you with a 45-year-old dude, y'all get to that to do the physical part, and he can't, you know, for longer than 3 minutes. So the next time he at the gas station buying these pills over the counter that won't stop.
Still like it too.
They done. Because no, not really. You won't like it, because it sometimes does stuff that makes it to where like the thing still won't function. You know, it won't function right. It's just, you know, there's no movement. There's nothing going on there. So, I mean, you know, you have to start finding a balance, because we can't sit here and act like, okay, sex is not important. It's not the top of my, you know, priority list. But if I am in a relationship with somebody or I'm with it, at some point I don't expect it to happen the first day. But if I'm kicking it with you like that, then eventually that's gonna come up. That's human nature. And I ain't got time. Like, I don't even want to find out. Like, I ain't talked to nobody in a long time, because the people that do come around, it's like, if I look at you and size you up, it's like, I ain't got time to waste no roll in the sack. I ain't got time. I need to know that you gonna come with it and don't waste my time, because
well, you got to get to know somebody first and have a couple of bumps
listen,
in the road
I
before
don't
you really start to go in.
No.
That's part of it.
Look, no, I'm getting older. We did it in our 20s. Okay, if you can't put in the work,
not
the first time we meet, but when we get to that,
that's
like if I look at you, no, ain't nobody got
Come on, man. Yeah, nah. Come on now. The
ain't
first time ain't never gonna be right. Well, sometimes it do, but sometimes it don't.
Listen, we too old for that.
And if the Earl Campbell ain't working, you got to work with him.
No, and then I'm just being transparent. That ain't what I want to do. I don't want somebody that got that pride. And that might sound shallow, but listen, I'm trying to enjoy the rest of my life. And if I'm gonna spend my life with you, then I don't need to be sitting up here. I ain't gonna be deprived in that area.
Well, if that's the case, you should ask them, like, when you guys first start to date. I just want to know right now. I'm feeling you. I just want to know, do you got it? You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you don't gotta wait that far. And by you being older, there's nothing the matter with asking that question. Do you have to take pills to make love to me? And a guy be like, yes, I do. Or hell no.
He's like, nah, I ain't got to do that. I got da 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 da.
Okay, well, that's all. Well, he's not gonna lie about that then.
Yes, they will.
A hell of a conversation.
Yes, they will.
Because I ain't gonna lie.
So I need to be, really connected with somebody. If we, if our relationship is going to evolve to that.
Well, I'll let you know this.
Friends, that's fine.
I'll let you know this, Shani. If he works out, he don't need no pills. I can guarantee that. Am I right? I want to say Paul Buller because that's my dog, but I can't say. I can't speak on Big Bank. I don't know him. But if you work out,
I work out too. I'm buff. I work out.
No, but if you work out, if a person works out, I can guarantee that they don't need no pills.
That's what that is. That blow be flowing over here. Shoot.
Yeah.
That's me right there.
Action.
Put it on the table.
No problem.
My last been asked.
Tommy said
I know Paul rides that bike all the time, so
I mean, and that's fine if he thinks the same thing of me, Tommy. That's fine. But he can ask that question and we can talk. But like I said, as women get older, we become, and I've heard that since I was a little girl, and now I'm at that point. So now I get it. My attitude about sex has changed completely. Now, when I was younger, I was like, no, unless I'm married to the person, I'm not sleeping with them. And like it was a whole thing, and that was part of my upbringing because I was taught that it was bad. I wasn't taught that it was something that can be beautiful. It was just, no, you don't do that. You don't do that. You're gonna go to hell. So, it scared me. I'm like, oh, well, no, I don't want none of that. But as I got older, then I started understanding it, better. But I mean, that's fine if he thinks the same as me, but I doubt that he will.
You don't know.
Well, he ain't gonna get no chance to find out unless I might have to come up with some tests or something so I can see. Let me see you do these exercises first before we put in all this work.
And wear some biking shorts.
There you go.
That's funny.
Oh, Billy say, man, who made that up about working out? I know cats that have been in the gym more than they are at work, and they at the men's clinic. Don't spread that propaganda.
I beg to differ, my brother. If you work out, you got it, man. I know that for a fact.
Y'all dry up.
They got a wet noodle.
No.
Okay, well, most of the time when that's happening, Tommy, if she's had like a hysterectomy or something, and see like that,
come on now,
you can have that conversation, or if she's going through menopause, that does for some women that does happen, but again, that's a conversation that you can have.
Go back to the hysterectomy. What do that? I mean, what's wrong when she had?
No, don't go back to the hysterectomy.
Sometimes when that happens, it changes your hormones. So when you when your body start going through all them hormonal changes, it will affect down there for some women, not for all women.
I just thought everything was gone, and he was just hitting a big Grand Canyon down there. She couldn't feel nothing. Okay.
Oh, but I want to backtrack on what I said about the men in the gym. I'm not talking about the men that take pills, because there's men that go to the gym that got to take these pills. I don't know what they're taking these pills for. I'm talking about somebody who's natural, not into the pill taking, because a lot of people do take pills to go work out, to give them stamina and things of that nature. I'm talking about everything got to be natural.
I think Billy talked about the blue pills.
Pills, because I didn't know what
dragon pills at the gas station.
At the
it's like these vitamins.
Somebody explained to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, and women can do Kegel exercises. So the vagina, number one, is resilient. We have babies and push
I agree.
Push all that out. And then after we had a baby, y'all still trying to hit and run up in there, and it goes right back to the size that it needs to be. But if there's an issue there are exercises that you can do for the muscles inside your vagina called Kegels. Like them balls they sell.
Yeah.
You put the ball in there and they just you're supposed to hold it in there. And nice. He's talking about nice. But it's a you exercise it, you work it out. But like if you and your partner into each other and y'all have these conversations, and it'll be all good. Because because I don't want nobody wasting my time, and I definitely don't want to waste nobody's time.
That's what that is.
And then it's all about communication. That's one of the things that people seem to miss out on. I don't care if it's your first date, last date. Communicate. Let a person know exactly how you feel or what your intentions are. So therefore, moving forward, you guys already know what's going on. Are you looking for a relationship? Are you looking for a one-night stand? There's nothing the matter with opening up the communication lines about how you feel and what you want.
Yeah, and Billy right. A man can do about a trillion triathlons. If his testosterone ain't right, his woman gonna be mad at the end of the night. Well, if him and his woman are already together and they've been together, that's something different. But somebody new, for me, it's like.
But how do you build your testosterone? You build your testosterone up by going to the gym. Getting that heart flowing. It's all about that blood flow, and that's what a lot of physical activity will do for you. That's why I think it's important for everybody to have exercise in their life.
Well,
whether it be dancing, walking every day.
I'm just listening to the conversation because it's cracking me up. Because I'm like, man, we went from, just talking about Miss Harvey to hysterectomies. But
only in hysterectomies, only on the break room.
Yeah. But I mean, the bottom line is for me on this whole situation, though, I think it's just like any other thing, though, in this culture that we live in. We know her father, we love her father, her dad, so, and we know her family, so it's just playing out publicly. If she was Shaniqua Harvey from the projects, we wouldn't even, and she could be doing the same thing. There's tons of them doing the same thing, just like there's tons of guys out there doing the whole dating culture thing. But we pay attention to the celebrity ones that do it because it's like, oh wow, they're doing it. Like we don't do it. I mean, we always treat their situation different than our own life situation. But I mean, they just live in the same life. We just know who they are. So again, it's just interesting with her. But I wouldn't judge her again. Like I said, I don't judge adults. She's 23. She's an adult. She can do whatever she wants to do.
Yeah, we just hold celebrities to a certain standard.
And
it's unfortunate, but it's true. They put their pants on the same way we do. But she's still out there hoeing, though. I'm sorry.
What? See, that's what I'm talking about. It's okay for the dudes to do it.
I'm saying what everybody's thinking. Come on, man.
No, everybody's not thinking that, Bink.
Hey, look.
I mean, but that like most of the men are saying that like now she out here a hoe and stuff, and it's like, but wait a minute, y'all date multiple women be sleeping with multiple women at one time, and that's okay, but because this girl is, she's exploring. I applaud her for that, for not locking down so early, saying, okay, I met this guy, so I'm gonna be with him. And I'm gonna now she's like, okay, next. This ain't work. Next. Yeah. This ain't work. Next. I applaud her for that.
Yeah. I don't put the onus on. I don't put onus always on the girl though either. Look at the guys. The guys is hitting it and they know. Diddy knew.
You ain't lying, man. She got.
But ain't that like an ego? Ain't that like an ego thing for y'all to say, well, I had this one. I had this girl. Like, they don't even have to be a celebrity. You saw that in high school. Well, I was with this girl. Yeah. And, and then next time you look up, she done been through the whole football team.
Hurt my little heart, too. I was like, are you kidding me? Oh, well.
Why did it hurt your heart?
Because
I thought I was the only one.
Wide receiver.
I thought I was the only one.
She did wide receivers last.
Tight end, all of them. I was like, man.
I was a wide receiver. She did wide receivers last. No, just joking.
Hey, real quick, before we get out of here. Name Maya Ponsetto, the girl who accused the 14-year-old of stealing the phone. This
wow.
Y'all see that?
Yeah. That was deep. Yeah. That kind of hurt me.
It's horrible.
Yeah, that really disturbed me. That disturbed me because and the thing that disturbed me the most was the young man was with his father.
Yep.
And she just automatically accused this guy of doing that. In addition to, she left it in the Uber car.
Yeah, she left it in the car.
But you know what? Being a black man, that's my next movie. Vilified. We're always vilified.
Right, and the fact that she was so comfortable doing that. She was comfortable attacking and grabbing and attacking this young 14-year-old boy. Look how she tried to justify it with Gayle King. Listen to this right quick.
Oh, let me say this real quick. I think she was off some of that shit.
Oh, yeah, she was on something. Check this out.
You're 22 years old, but you are old enough to know better. So I will say you're 22.
No, the hotel did have my phone. The hotel did end up having my phone. Mia Ponsetto, the 22-year-old woman who went viral after she falsely accused a black teenage boy of stealing her phone at a hotel in New York City, snaps at Gayle King during an interview with CBS this morning. Okay, so basically, I'm a 22-year-old.
It's a nerve to have a hat on that say daddy.
Racism is. How is one girl accusing a guy about a phone a crime? In a virtual interview that took place hours before she was arrested in California, Ponsetto straight up snapped at the journalist, hand in the air and all.
You're 22 years old, but you are old enough to know better. So I will say you're 22.
I get it. Enough. But before
So my thing is how comfortable she felt attacking. And then the stupid hotel manager had her back, you know what I'm saying, ignoring the father and the son. And that's just unfortunate, man. And that's, we can tie all this back to the state of the world right now. So she recently got arrested. She got arrested, I think, yesterday or day before yesterday. Come to find out she got all these DUIs. But just, Mario, I'm just saying it was just unfortunate that she felt comfortable doing that.
Yeah, I mean, black men are vilified.
Yeah,
that's just the way it is, and it's unfortunate that we always have to go through situations like that. And then until that Uber driver called and said that she had her phone, she was going to stick to the fact that guy took her phone. The young black man,
which is crazy. Action.
And you know what would have been messed up if he would have turned around and just bopped her in the mouth. Then he would have been the guilty person. Because she attacked him. She attacked. I mean, she actually tackled him. I couldn't even phantom. I mean, you put your hands on me, and if he would have put his hands back on her, the whole story would have been flipped around, and he would have been incarcerated. He would have been in juvenile hall.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. Action. The son and the father showed so much patience and restraint because they know, like Rio said, they know the outcome. What would have happened, even if she was in the wrong, they know how this would have played out.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I mean, you can just tell just from that interview with Gail, her sense of entitlement, her sense of superiority. Because when she said, "Okay, Gail, enough," and did like that, like
she's 22, baby. Ooh.
No, she was like, "Black girl, be quiet."
Yeah.
I mean, just right there. I mean, you could just tell, just like her whole thought process. So, I mean. Again, we just we have to get back to a sense in our culture where we just have to really, I mean, I'm not a liberal, but I'll take it for the liberals in the audience on this one. Yeah, maybe we went a little too far with being politically correct. Everybody doesn't deserve a fucking trophy. Some shit is racist, and when it is black or white, we can call out black or white. This is a simple black and white situation where this chick was racist. She is. She's like, I don't get how that can mean something. Yeah, you discriminated. You called out somebody because of how this person looked, and you assumed that they had your phone. So
but didn't holler about nobody else. Just hollered about him. And Shani, we know if that would have been a young girl and her mama, a black mama, and a young black girl. Oh, that would have went totally different. That would have went totally
jail that day. I told that whole hotel.
I
would have whooped her. Then I would have got on the manager, and I would have called the police myself and said, "Yeah, I just whooped them. Come get me. Let me call somebody to get my kids, and let me call my attorney because you don't put your hands on my child."
Yeah.
Oh no, girl, you don't. No.
Yeah.
That's two things I don't play about: my children and my mama. I will fight you behind my children and my mama.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I would have tore it up, but and for her, the one thing that got me was she said I'm like, well, what kind of phone does he have that's to where when he's holding it in his hand, you think that he has your phone.
Your phone. Yeah, that's what got me. Like, really? I mean, and most people know exactly how their phones look. We have different cases, colors.
Right.
And it's just like, I mean, she was off some of that shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you, because for her to go and tackle this guy, I can see you following somebody and then, but to put your hands on somebody is going, you're crossing that line.
What gets me is that they take on the role of the police officer. They do the police officer's job instead of letting the police.
Yeah.
But if we do that, if I do the police officer's job and you really in the wrong, then they gonna come clink clink.
Yeah. Yep, that's true. I hope they fired that hotel manager. I hope they did.
Man, yeah, and they should because he was wrong. Yeah. Whatever job she had, she should get fired for that as well, because it's like you're automatically assuming most people are prejudiced or racist based on your actions.
Yeah. Just
like all of us, if we go out and do something that we're not supposed to do, we're gonna be like criminalized and taken away from what we like doing. Absolutely. We really gotta watch what we do.
Yeah, you can just tell it. You can just tell again by the people that broke into our Capitol. They were walking through there like they didn't do nothing wrong.
Man, that's a whole other show.
Once they got in there, they were walking around there taking selfies and pictures like they didn't do nothing wrong. They just broke the law right there, violated the people's house, started tearing it up. The history within those halls. Our American history. I mean, just think if they would have did something to some of those paintings, which they probably could have done, and they just not reporting that.
Sure,
they are priceless. Some of those statues that they had in there were priceless, and then they destroying that part of American history. And again, but they were walking around like they didn't feel like they were doing anything wrong. Like it was a tour. Like it was a fucking tour.
The ultimate white privilege. That's all I can say. Ultimate white privilege.
That's
thought process. Thought process. Ultimate white privilege.
Yeah, like I ain't breaking no laws.
I'm curious to see if they're all really going to get 10 years in prison for this.
Probably not.
It'd be interesting to find out, but again, treason is treason. Let's call it what it is. Yeah. Everybody don't get a trophy on this one. Everybody in this game does not get a trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That is crazy. Well, look, another great show, all this information, all these opinions. Please like and share. Like and share the broadcast. We're on every night at 8:00. Don't forget, go to Vimeo and check out Mario's movie, My Culture.
My Culture is right behind me. You see there? Right there.
There it is.
Oh,
right
yeah, there it is. Yeah.
Just won an award in Amsterdam. So
yes, best picture.
Check the movie out and see what all the hype is about, because all three of us has watched it and we loved it.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Tomorrow we will see you at 8. Mario, we appreciate you coming on the show, big bro.
I'll be back next Tuesday.
There it is.
Thank you guys for the platform. I see you, Action Age Ride. I see you, Action Age Ride. We got you. Okay, everybody.
So make sure you guys go to actionsaidride.com and get registered for Action Jaxon Super Swing Golf Tournament. This is for us to raise funds for Action's AIDS Ride coming up in 2020. I'm sorry, 2022. I'm going backwards.
It's not 21? It's not this year?
No, we're doing virtual this year, but 2022.
Okay.
We'll do the actual ride.
Okay.
You can go to the website there. You can register to play in a bay. We have celebrity captains for each bay, and more people are adding each day. When you pay to play in the bay, that covers 3 hours of golf, plus your food, unlimited soft drinks and water. If you want your liquor, then you got to pay for that on your own. It's from 12 to 3, so you got time to get back home and watch the big game. All of this is happening Sunday, February 7th at Top Golf, located at 8787 Park Lane in Dallas. So we hope to see you guys there. And if you can't come and you just want to make a donation, go to actionsaidride.com and you can make the donation there. If you want to learn more about AIDS life cycle, go to actionsaidride.com and all the information is there, so you can see that it is a legit charity. They have all of their tax information there, and you can see Action's page on their page. All right, so
it's real.
What's all happening.
And shout out to my friends that are participating already. I gotta give love to my girl Vita Loca. You guys know Vita Loca. Also, my man Big Nate, former Dallas Cowboy. He's going to be right there, and we're going to just have some fun. And Big Bink and Shine is going to be in the Bay. We just had Big Red, the Air Fry King, said he's going to stop by. We had him on yesterday. So, I mean, it's so much love. Thank you. And everybody. And I think, again, free food. You can't beat that.
3 hours of golf.
3 hours. We're going to be out there trying to see who got that swing on. And as a matter of fact, I went to the driving range today to go practice and started to get my swing together and stuff like that, getting ready for this. So it's going to be so much fun. And thank you guys for your support, because this is 20 years for me doing the AIDS rides, and actually was supposed to retire last year. But since the COVID, I got to extend my retirement date until this last ride. So I got to wait a couple more years. But it's important, and I appreciate the support. And thank you guys. Everybody at Top Golf, see you guys there. Sign up.
There it is. Right.
Action's AIDS Ride. And if you want to be a sponsor, we still looking for that too. All right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So,
okay.
all right.
See you guys next week. See you guys
Tomorrow.
next week.
All
right, take care.
Hey, how you doing? What you doing? I be in the brain